Good morning. So about to start morning sessions, but I'll just jump on and answer this question. So I'm not losing weight despite exercising and despite being in a calorie deficit. That was something that came up over the weekend. And I want to touch on this because I think it's important if you are tracking calories or looking at your calories in a bit more in depth, or you've started exercising, in that it is very hard to out exercise a quote unquote bad diet. Not that I'm saying it's bad, but food. And so if you're looking at this, and because when we actually dug into this, they were tracking calories but adding on quite a significant amount of calories for the exercise they did, which is fine, don't get me wrong, like you do burn calories, but it's a bit off sometimes, number one, and it makes things a little bit more complicated. So for example, you know, on their tracking app, if they go for a walk, it's like you've earned 100 calories, like you've earned this, you've earned that, and it's not that accurate really, and it can become a bit negative in that it's like, oh, I need to burn like 500 calories now so I can eat a bit more later. And when you get into that space, exercise doesn't become that muscle strength or that fitness, that energizer. It becomes that, oh, I better do that so I can eat that. Now don't get me wrong, if you're like exercising like almost like a Olympic athlete, if you like, you will burn a significant amount of calories. But given that for most of us, it's time is the issue. And actually, even if we want to build like strength and fitness and tone, by going down that route, you might become quite disappointed when you do a strength-based session, which is going to help tone you up, going to help, like I spoke about yesterday, help in terms of longevity, in terms of quality of life, making everyday tasks easier, picking stuff up from the floor more easier, you name it, help you tone up, get in great shape. Not necessarily with the scales moving. You might be disheartened when you see that, oh, if I went for a run, I'd have burnt double the calories of that. But actually, it's the impact it has on your body. And also, given hunger, right? Like people might be a lot more hungrier after cardiovascular or perception of working really hard compared to when they've done more strength exercise, which, you know, they can perhaps talk to someone while they're doing it, you know, go, yeah, that was tough, but okay, like you're not feeling like wiped out, whereas you might be quite wiped out after a cardiovascular session. That's where, you know, I think it's really important to be aware of your calorie intake. Now, my point in this is if this is you and you're in this position, consider, are you overcompensating a little bit? Consider where your calories are at without the exercise and maybe meet that in the middle a bit. And that'll probably be more likely to be a deficit. So let's say it's saying you should eat 1,300 calories, then it adds on any exercise on top of that. Maybe, let's say it says now you can eat 2,000, given you've burnt X amount, 700. Maybe stick it at 1,500, keep consistent with that, do your exercise, but don't chase the exercise just to burn calories. Unless you want to do it, of course. Like, there's nothing like a nice smile. I'm outside now, just walking around a little bit. I was doing a little bit of work in the morning, and it's like 4 sessions. It feels good, feels nice. I want to do it. Fresh air energizes me, but I'm not doing it because I just want to burn calories or just get steps. Don't get me wrong, steps is important to me, but I'll get enough of them today. I'm coming around in the studio all day. But this is something that will energize me, rather than if I'm just sat there, probably feel a bit more tired and sluggish. So I'm doing this to get more energy. And this is my point in this. We want to get the benefits of exercise on this. But going back to the weight loss, struggling to lose weight, just consider that on there. If you're always adding in the calories, it can be quite difficult to out-exercise a quote-unquote bad diet. Anyway, have an awesome day, and I'll see you